Hey, I'm not a scallion. I'm an orange.
Silence! Silence!
Yeah, Pear's not the brightest guy in the world.
Silence! Silence!
How's that supposed to make me a great gunslinger?
Silence! You minging maggot.
What's going on here?
Silence!
But the judge already sentenced us at the trial.
Silence! Silence!
Silence! Oh, please, Miss Minchin. It was all my fault.
Silence.
It's a wonderful word.
Then it really needs to be in your dictionary.
Silence!
Hold on, there must be some mistake. Don't you know me? I'm Kermit the Frog.
Silence, Constantine. I stole Big Max to feed my fat. Silence!
Mr. Lane, this is all wrong. Cameron's supposed to kill Meryl.
Silence! 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 Ik vuil. Nog niks als je het mij vraagt.
Ik zei stilte.
Torren zijn het. Soesoef, vieze torren.
Stilte, Soef. Harry Liebelaar, ik was nog niet uitgepraat over mijn misnoegen.
Stilte. Ik zou je meteen weer opnieuw inzetten als joker. No! Stilte! Stilte, jongen, stilte! Kleine Koosje had al veel eerder uit dit milieu weggehaald moeten worden. Ja. Stilte!
Hoe schrijf je dat? Goed begrepen.
Stilte! 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 Stilte!
Objection! Of zoiets.
Stilte! Stilte!
Stilte!
Ja, dat zeg ik! Stilte!
Deze kluns kan mij toch niet...
Stilte! Silence! 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 Silence!
Silence!
Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence!
Silence!
Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence!
Silence!
Silence! Silence!
Silence!
Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence!
Silence!
Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence! Silence!
Silence!
Silence.
Silence, brother. Silence, yes. Silence, Hutch. Silence, number 2. Silence, Matlock. Silence, General Quintana. Silence, girl. Silence, woman. Silence, Corporal. Silence, Doctor. Silence, Pledge. Silence, more. Silence, animal.
Silence, fucker!
Ow!
Silence, fool! Silence, squidling!
Silence, Romulan. Silence. Ogre. Silence, you mutinous dogs. Silence, proud temptress. Silence. You lying, murderous wretch. Silence. Puling spawn. Silence, both of you. Silence, both of you. Silence. 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 Silence! 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 Let me explain. Silence! I can explain. Silence! 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 Silence!
Silence! Silence!
Silence!
Silence!
Silence!
Silence!
Silence!
As your prom king, I am your ruler. Silence!
I said silence!
Silence! Silence, slave!
Silence, wench!
Alexis, silence!
Silence, Mindy! I know what I'm doing.
Hey, as a matter of fact, General.
You'll never get away with this.
Silence!
Silence! Silence, man horse! Silence! Silence! Because snap!
Silence!
Silence! Silence! Silence, Earthling!
Silence, village idiot.
Silence, you old fool.
Oz, what are you doing?
Silence, minions of Zerg.
You mustn't speak.
Silence!
Destroyed it. It was your only hope.
Silence!
Kiko. Silence!
Mother.
Silence!
Silence!
Clearly, you've let yourselves become drunk with power.
Silence! But, Your Honor!
Silence!
Silence! Silence! You ungrateful brat!
Hey, buddy, we just, Silence, scum! If I could just...
Silence!
How about if you just...
Silence!
Enough! Silence!
I hope nobody notices my oil has a mind of its own.
Silence, you fool.
I bet I can take you both with my hands tied behind my back.
Silence!
What? Why am I a maid?
Silence, maid!
Back off, Hitchcock.
Silence!
Is this Tyler Perry humor? Because I do not get it.
Silence! No, I killed Jim. Silence!
No, I just meant between the two of us, we would be even more.
Silence!
We'll finish them together!
But the best I could do is a crossing guard in my building super.
No, but now that you mention it...
Silence! Wrong! You're wrong!
I believe it was Sammy Hagar who said,
Silence! That's right, a mouse. Yeah, a big mouse. Silence!
Buddy!
Silence!
Starting to realise how ridiculous it all is!
Silence, dummy! Will we be getting business cards?
I think it did more damage to us.
Silence! Silence, you dog!
I bet.
Silence, woman.
Yes, Doctor.
I wasn't going to say anything. Honest.
Silence!
So I just stand here holding this basket?
Silence, fool!
Should we take a quick vote? Silence, scum!
I gotta be honest with you.
Silence!
You silence.
Sir, do you have time for that? Isn't there a war you should be standing somewhere?
Silence! Silence, you cur! I'm cool. Silence, fools! Silence!
But I was only trying to...
Silence.
What more do you want? I just performed it. Diagram? Silence! The room has ear.
Where'd you get those clothes? Silence! You're talking too loud.
What about our arrangement with Mabel and... Silence! You're safe at last, Baudelaires.
Council elders, I don't think...
Silence!
Silence!
Silence! Even for...
Is the new royal fry cook, and you...
Silence!
I'm not really sure how much authority... Silence!
Silence, smelly sailor man.
Excuse me.
Silence!
Yes, but after sunset.
Silence!